Did January feel like it lasted forever for anyone else or just me? Well, the good news is that it's February tomorrow, and we have some incredible cozy games to look forward to. But first, hi. I'm Ellie, and this is the Cozy Gaming Club where I love to shine a light on lesser known cozy games. There are over 30 cozy games launching next month, plus we have Steam Next Fest, which is running from February 23rd until March 2nd, so it is gonna be a busy one. Let's kick things off with the first cozy game launching in February, Street Takoyaki, and yes, it is exactly what it sounds like. This Japanese tycoon game puts you in charge of your very own takoyaki stand on the streets of Japan. Like most cooking games, you'll need to manage your ingredients, pricing, and upgrades, but this game also adds a little more risk in the form of police and yakuza, which may eliminate the coziness for some of you. But if you like the sound of that, then Street Takoyaki will be launching on the 2nd of February on PC. If you've played Supermarket Simulator and want more or something bigger, then this next game is for you. Build a massive department store in Megastore Simulator, and you'll control everything. Start small with one department and a single shelf, then gradually expand, adding clothing stores, toy stores, grocery shops, and more. Build up over time, adding more stock, refilling shelves, and growing your megastore. Each department also has its own unique mechanics like cooking fresh goods in the bakery or manning the return desk. But as you grow, you can hire staff and add self-checkouts to help manage everything. If you're looking for a more challenging supermarket simulator, then maybe Megastore Simulator will be for you when it launches on PC in early access on the 2nd of February. But I do have to give an AI disclosure as they have used AI to generate their capsule art. Moving swiftly on to Lo-Fi Haven, a room decorating game that also doubles as a focus tool. Design your room using a range of furnishings, colours, pets and more before setting the weather and time of day to match your mood. Then settle down and listen to a curated playlist of lo-fi music and use the in-game to-do list and Pomodoro timer to help you while you work. You can even invite friends to chill and listen alongside you when Lo-Fi Haven launches on the 4th of February on PC. Next up is a relaxing yet slightly challenging puzzle game where you need to control the flow of something. Be that water, or lava, or snow. Every level is different and is made up of a series of tiles that you need to rotate to guide it through each level. Do it right and you'll restore natural order and bring life back to each biome. While it looks simple, this one can apparently get tricky, especially when they add more mechanics like branching pathways and larger levels. There are 150 levels in total to complete when Tiny Biomes launches on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch on the 4th of February. I played my first Dragon Quest game way back on the DS, and now thanks to my wonderful Discord community, I have played my second one with Dragon Quest XI. And now, Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is launching on the 5th of February, and I'm seriously considering diving into another one. This remaster sees players take to the sea as a fisherman's son on a quest to see if there's more to the world than his tiny island. But while on your quest, you accidentally get teleported back in time and discover that not everything is as it seems. If you're new to Dragon Quest, this is actually a great entry point. It's got an exciting main story, a vocation system, and modern quality of life features like battle speed adjustments and auto battle mode. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined will be launching on the 5th of February on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. What's not to love about this next game? In Perplate, you step into the role of a cafe owner in a magical forest, running a cozy restaurant for cats. Grow a community of feline employees working side by side to search for resources, prepare dishes, and deliver each delicious meal to your cat customers. There is so much packed into this game with story quests, a poetry reciting owl that teaches you new recipes, seasonal menus, enchanted gardens, nap stations, and more. Perplate looks adorable and it'll be launching on the 5th of February on PC. If you want something a bit more laid back, then you may like the look of this next game where you forage for mushrooms. Or one specific giant mushroom. After finding out the local factory has fired all of its workers, you set out on a quest to find a mammoth mystical mushroom to feed the entire town. There is turn-based combat, but it looks quite simple with only a few options to choose between, and there are lots of customization options to make combat easier or harder to suit your playstyle, when Hermit and Pig launches on the 5th of February on PC. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and if you're looking for a fun co-op game to play with your player 2 and love Overcooked, then this may be the game for you. Choppy Cuts is a hilarious single-player or co-op game where you run a hair salon. Play across 50 levels as you wash, dry, cut and style the hair of your customers, all without keeping them waiting for too long. It looks chaotic in the best way and is exactly the sort of thing I look for in these kind of games. Choppy Guts will be launching on PC on the 5th of February with Mac and Nintendo Switch releases coming soon. Incredibly, this next game is also launching on the 5th of February. If you've got a passion for fashion, then this game may be up your street as you open a workshop designing clothing. Start from scratch creating unique designs for your collection, and once you've finished, you can put on a fashion show to promote your designs and attract more customers. Build your reputation, grow your store, and create new designs or cater to the requests of your high-end clientele. This has all the jank of other simulator games, but I am intrigued by the theme of this one, although Tailor Simulator will be in early access when it launches on PC on the 5th of February. If you want something truly unique that's unlike anything else on this list, then you need to check out Dead Pets. This is a punk rock slice of life sim about music, friendship, and getting older. You play as Gordy, leader of the punk band Dead Pets. They've been playing together for years and never made it big. Now heading into their 30s, real life is catching up, which, relatable. Do they have what it takes to give this band one last shot? You'll manage band practice, finances, Gordy's well-being, and try to balance, well, everything. I definitely recommend checking out the trigger warnings before playing this one, as it deals with some heavy themes and it does seem quite sexual, so keep that in mind. But Dead Pets is due to launch on the 6th of February on PC. This next game is slightly unsettling, and personally, I wouldn't have chosen to add it to this list if the devs hadn't described it as cozy creepy. In Creature Kitchen, you're befriending local wildlife, feeding them their favourite snacks and cooking up over 40 unique recipes. Chop, mix, fry, and get creative to suit each critter's tastes. Plus, there's a mysterious house and forest to explore, so set the radio, get comfy, and embrace the witching hour when Creature Kitchen launches on the 6th of February on PC. Run your own perfume workshop in its next game, where you'll be mixing fragrant essences, designing beautiful bottles, and creating scents that match your customers' moods. Choose from a huge library of essences, each with unique traits, and mix them together to create perfumes. Then choose the bottle shapes, caps, labels, and colours to match your perfume to its packaging. I love the sound of this one, but it is a Rogue Duck game, so I'm a little skeptical, but I'll be keeping an eye out for Perfume Atelier when it launches on the 7th of February on PC. Surprisingly, we have another cat restaurant game up next. Open your own cat cafe, filling it with cat-themed decor, and you can customize everything from the furniture to the walls and floors. Start small, earn coins and XP, and then unlock bakery mode to make cat cakes and paw print cookies, and you can even attract rare cats who become your cafe's main attraction. Bean Meets Paw is an adorable cafe sim that launches on the 8th of February on PC. This next one is more narrative driven, as you follow a small group of friends searching for someone they've lost across the streets of Hafer. As they search, they'll have to overcome both internal and external obstacles if they're going to be successful. In every scene, you'll search for clues in the form of objects that hold personal meanings and fragments of the larger mystery, some of which will offer comfort, while others trigger painful memories. As they explore, they'll begin to piece together the larger mystery and uncover the truth of what happened to the friend they've lost, when Hafer launches on the 9th of February on PC. Let's lighten things up with a chaotic cooking game where you play as a goblin rolling sushi for other goblins. Goblin Sushi mixes roguelike elements with restaurant simulation for maximum chaos. You'll be making sushi using gross goblin ingredients like caterpillars, slugs, chicken heads, and freshly blended toads, but they seem to enjoy it. Improve your restaurant over time, tinker with powerful sushi combos, and upgrade your rice cooker, all in the name of serving poop, when Goblin Sushi launches on the 9th of February on PC in early access. Next up is a charming game with magical vibes that feels straight out of one of my cozy fantasy novels. Play as Avia, an aspiring mythozoologist who is completing a grimoire of witches' familiars. Summon familiars, collect their mana, and discover new combinations through fusion spells. Each discovery brings you closer to completing your grimoire when Familiar Findings launches on the 9th of February on PC. Next up is an FPS game with colours. Use the chroma gun to paint walls and droids, but the droids are attracted to matching colours. Navigate deadly floor tiles, angry droids, and subtractive colour mixing in a comedic story about friendship, redemption, and the multiverse. Shoot paint, mix colours, and solve puzzles in this adventure that reminds me vaguely of the Portal series. Chroma Gun 2 Die Hard will be launching on the 12th of February on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch 2. With beautiful watercolor graphics, Dear May I Was is a short textless adventure depicting a woman's life. Experience her joy, sorrow, and growth through her ordinary and humble life, and witness the story she weaves in a life interconnected with others. This one promises to be short and sweet with only an hour of playtime, but if I know anything about games like this, is that it'll be more emotional than you first expect. Dear Me, I Was will be launching on the 12th of February on PC, Switch, iOS, and Android. Lil Gator is back with an all-new DLC expansion that doubles the size of the original Lil Gator game. In this charming DLC, you'll be heading underground to discover a whole other world that's been hidden beneath the surface. Explore beautiful cave networks lit by glow sticks, discover hidden nukes filled with cute critters, and secret treasures. But there's always something that goes wrong, and this time Lil Gator will take on some teenage troublemakers looking to disrupt their wholesome fun. And that's not all, because there's a Lil Gator game, Gator of the Year edition, which will include the base game and the In the Dark expansion in a single package when it launches on the 12th of February on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. Next up is a farming automation game. Start on a small island with basic tools and the dream of building your very own farm. Plant fields, place buildings freely, and turn your land into a thriving little homestead by hand or fully automated. As you progress, you'll unlock tools, production chains, and new islands to visit when Fields of Fortune launches on the 12th of February on PC in early access. I love a good murder mystery, and this one definitely has me intrigued. Clue Murder by Death is a narrative-driven detective adventure inspired by classic British crime fiction and modern investigation games. Summoned by the victim's butler, you arrive in the dead of night to uncover the truth. Explore a vast manor, examining evidence, interrogating suspects, and connecting clues across multiple branching narrative paths. Every conversation shapes the investigation, but can you solve the mystery before Scotland Yard arrives? Find out when Clue Murder by Death launches on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch on the 13th of February. Our next game is an interesting twist on a ranching sim. You play as a small dragon opening up your very own snake ranch. Manage resources and build a facility to house your snakes, keep them happy, and collect their beautiful scales. As your snakes grow, you can send them out to explore, collect resources, and bring back even more snakes, with each snake having a different job. Scaling Up is launching on the 13th of February on PC. Console players, if you've been patiently waiting for Rune Factory or Guardians of Azuma, you'll be pleased to hear that there is not much longer to wait. In this fresh take on Rune Factory, travel to the never-before-seen eastern country of Azuma, and use your powers as an earth dancer to restore the land, its people, and even its gods. Blessed with the power of dance, sacred treasures, and new weapons, use your powers to purify the land, your farms, and undo the Blight's damage. But rather than focus on just farming, in this Rune Factory you'll also be able to rebuild entire villages and entice people to return to the village and contribute to its success. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma is already available on PC, Switch, and Switch 2, and will be coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S on February 13th, 2026, with all the free post-launch update content included. Run the world's most advanced monster lab in this next game. Think Jurassic Park, but instead of dinosaurs, you're breeding monsters. Purchase mysterious essences, synthesize eggs, and hatch unique Fulus, who you will have to keep out of trouble to maintain a happy, healthy lab environment. This game smashes synthesis, combat, collecting, and discovery all into one monster simulation game, and Monster Lab Simulator will be launching in early access on PC on the 13th of February. This next game is perfect for Valentine's Day. Another Day with You is a minigame-packed adventure where you explore a bustling city. The only catch is that you've got a date, but you're there too early, so you need to find something to fill your time with while you wait. Interact with locals, hit the arcade, go fishing, and more. But be careful, because if you leave your date waiting or fail to impress them, you'll be left on red. Whether you're spending the day in the arcade or picking out flowers for your potential lover, try to get the most out of your day. But if you miss your date, there's always a second chance for love in Another Day with You, which is launching for free on the 14th of February on PC. Wildlife photography game Seclusa is due to launch on the 16th of February. Stay at a safari lodge in East Africa and photograph animals at your own pace. Explore the wilderness, snapping photos of the creatures at different times of day and in different weather, and for each photo you'll get experience that can be used to unlock more animals and locations, as well as camera upgrades. This one has been delayed a few times, but fingers crossed for Seclusa, which is supposed to launch on the 16th of February on PC. This science-driven survival game is set on prehistoric Earth. Play as Zell, a highly educated alien botanist on a mission to discover rare seeds needed to save her home planet. After crashing on ancient Earth, you'll find yourself surrounded by wild animals, primal humans, and a toxic atmosphere, and you'll need to adapt quickly to survive. Your knowledge of alien botany is the key to survival, and you'll learn how to grow and process Earth's unfamiliar flora into food and medicine. While survival games can be stressful, Astro Botanica aims to bring a relaxing vibe to the genre when it launches in early access on PC on the 16th of February. You are a novice postman, and by order of the Royal Postal Academy, you must restore an abandoned post office, with the help of the cutest little roach workers. This is a roguelike puzzle game where you have to lick postage stamps of different shapes and sizes and glue them onto parcels to collect points and deliver the mail. Choose who gets priority and keep an eye on the timer so you don't have any unhappy customers. This bizarre yet charming game is called Roach Post and will be launching on the 17th of February on PC. You may have heard of Little Corners, a cozy sticker craft game that launched last year. Well, this game is similar to that, but you're not limited by which stickers you can put in which room. Instead, you can place every sticker in every room to create your own layouts. I am concerned that it's maybe a little bit limited given the current trailer and screenshots available, but hopefully Stickers Please will add more ahead of launch on the 27th of February on PC. If anyone knows what is going on with this next game, please let me know, because I love the demo for Ghibli-inspired farming and life sim Starson Island. It's a gorgeous farming sim with over 40 NPCs to befriend, lots of activities to get up to like farming, mining, and caring for animals, and it was originally supposed to launch on the 1st of February. But they've since deleted that Discord announcement and shared that the game has been delayed until just February, and it's now going to be launching on PC in early access instead of a full release on all consoles. I am cautiously optimistic because it looks incredible, but I'd be lying if I didn't say I was a bit concerned about Starsand Island and the lack of communication right now. Let's finish on a high note with a cute Yuri visual novel. After coming across a help wanted ad, you decide to apply for a job at the local potion store ahead of the upcoming town festival. But it turns out that the little apothecary is struggling to stay open and you'll need to help save it. Together with the cute witch running the store, you'll need to brew enough potions to sell at the town festival at the weekend. Only then will you be able to save the store if you can get on long enough to do it. Witch You Want is due to launch at some point in February on PC. I hope you've discovered some new cozy games in this video. If you have, let me know which ones you're looking forward to down in the comments. And I hope to see you next video. Bye!